Hey, what's up everybody? Something a little bit different on the channel today, but I've been working on this mock during my live streams. If you guys don't come out to my live streams, I highly recommend you do. And I've been working on this mock for about a month now, so I wanted to showcase it to you guys because I'm pretty proud of it. I think this is definitely my best mock to date. So basically the 5 major battles that I picked was Theed from episode 1, Geonosis from episode 2, Kamino from I think season 1 of the Clone Wars, then Umbara from season 3, and Kashyyyk from episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. The whole idea of this was that the troopers were kind of marching through the battles up until the front where we have Gree, and the prequels kind of ends and it moves into the original trilogy. So let's start off with Theed. I did a lot of research into Theed because I didn't really know what the ground was supposed to look like. I know the buildings were supposed to be tan, but the ground was something a little bit different. I got an image from episode 2, I'll show it on screen, and basically the closest, it was kind of this weird faint pinkish color, and the closest thing I could think of to that is this medium nougat color, which I think honestly works pretty well. This scene isn't necessarily from the movies, but we've got Darth Maul here and he's kind of up against all these Naboo security guards. So we've got one who got kind of decapitated back here behind this crate, which I stole from Coconut Brick Studios, but I made his design better. I'll show you guys how I did it in a second. So I tiled off the ground and I added some like rubble, as you can see. And the thing I really enjoy about this mock is that what I try to do for most of them is that the thing previous to it kind of spills into the next like that, as you can see. So parts of Naboo are pushing in on the 16 by 16 section of Geonosis. Just quickly showing you guys how I did this crate. Basically, if you can take these off, I used a bunch of these 4-sided headlight bricks right here. And I think I have 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I just basically fit it. So I clipped it. The only problem I had with Coconut's design was that you can see a little, it wasn't perfectly cubed, and this is perfectly cubed. You can definitely see through it, which can upset some people, but I didn't really mind. I think it still looks good. And if you don't want to see the white, obviously you can use a different color, but white is what I had on hand. Moving on to Geonosis, we've got the realistic P1 troops going through the Geonosis landscape. This is definitely my sketchiest build out of all of them. Basically, I use this snot technique just for the middle of the path, so it kind of looks like it's a path that was well traveled on, and so it kind of patted down the sand. But I only ordered so many of these dark orange bricks. They're super hard to get a hold of. Like, not many people had a lot of them for a reasonable price. And so basically the only thing holding this between Theed and Kamino, these two 13 brick tall pillars, 2 of them right next to each other, and the 2 pillars aren't even connected, so it's a bit sketchy. And to get these plate sections on here like this, I use these snot bricks that you mainly get in brickheads. I'll show a picture up on screen because I'm completely out of them, but that's how I did that. And then I connected them. You can, if I lift up this fig right here, you can see that I connected them right here using a 2 by, I want to say 12 dark orange plate. I have to say the pieces were very expensive, the dark orange pieces for sure. On Bricklink, that's where I get everything, is on Bricklink. Obviously it was cheaper than on Lego.com. Now Kamino is a pretty boring planet. It's just a bunch of platforms and gray and all that fun stuff. So I tried to make it a little bit interesting. So I used this image from Battlefront 2 the game to make these rails right here, and I think they look pretty dope. I can show a picture up on screen so you guys can see what I was going for. The white slits are meant to be lights. They didn't come out as well as I'd like, but I really don't see how else I would do it. But we got a bunch of AP ones right here, and they are going off against Ventress. Super, super cool fig. She is indeed the Clone Wars Ventress, as you can see right there. So basically, I did this blast hole right here. It must have, like a laser went in there and created that hole, and you can kind of see through the platform the water below, and then the blast also broke part of the railing, as you can see. I think I did a good job. That was my first time attempting kind of like a blast, or just like ruins, if you will, and I think it came out pretty well. So I just kind of made it like, oh, the explosion already happened and now they're kind of moving in, but this guy lost his legs in the explosion, so that's pretty brutal. There really isn't much to this one. This next one I am super proud of. This is Umbara. I was really nervous that I wouldn't have the pieces to make these plants, but rummaging through my black bin, I did. I kind of did this as like these plants are growing. That's why I use the translucent red tips, and then these guys are fully grown over here. I used these red studs to kind of litter the landscape. Coconut did that as well, and I thought that was really, really nice. Got a bunch of 501st troopers moving in, and this is my purest 5, so I used him out of all Lego bricks except for like the capes and stuff like that, which I got from my sponsor, the Cape Cantina. If you guys ever want to check out any of the pauldrons, go check them out. The link in the description. Again, use TBC promo for 10% off your order. Help support me, help support you, help support a great business. They're doing a great job over there. You get really, really great deals, and I have to say the product is really, really well made. And finally, Kashyyyk. I just built this last Tuesday on a stream. This looks sick. I don't have the plants that I'd want to use, which are those huge 3-leafed plants. I'll show a picture up on the screen, but with what I had, I think I did a good job. And I attempted to make this tree basically like completely cut off. So if you could think like this is just a small sliver of this huge Kashyyyk tree that wraps all the way around, and then it just kind of cuts off as it's tapering up. So I think that looks pretty sick, and I think I did a decent job with the foliage to make it look like Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk is just mostly dirt underneath, especially on the Battlefront map when you're playing it. I tried to use tiles in the middle so the path kind of looks muddy and all that fun stuff and packed down, but I didn't want to do it like Umbara or Geonosis because I feel like it's still a little bit more rugged than those two planets. I got some 41st Elite Recon troops and then Commander Gree up here. I don't have any of the normal 41st Elite troops, I only have Recon ones, and they were just way too expensive, so I didn't get them. So there's the entire mock. I really enjoyed building this. Again, I build them on my live stream, so you guys should definitely come check it out, because everybody who watched my live stream Tuesday pretty much saw the finished product already, but here's the full showcase. Super happy to have this mock done. I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely explored some more techniques, as I want to do with mocks like this, because I am not a mock builder by trade. This is my second full-ish mock that I've genuinely completed, and I really tried to work on technique, and I definitely improved from my last mock. Will be a link at the top of the screen right now. I think next on the agenda for mocks to build on my live streams, probably maybe the biggest duels throughout the prequel era. So I think that might be next order of business, because then I can pretty much just reuse this frame. So that's pretty nice, recycling content. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you have any suggestions for me to do stuff like this, like this sort of mock where it's moving through time throughout an era, let me know down below. But again, sorry for rambling on so long. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, you're a legend. I know I can ramble on for a long time, but anyways, thanks for watching. Again, this is different content than what I usually do. Don't worry, I'm not becoming a mock person. I'm still going to be doing the Explain series. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do so. It really helps support my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I highly encourage you do, because I not only do the Explain series, but I also, during my live streams, I build the mock. So if you're into the mock building side of my YouTube channel, check me out on live streams. If you're not into that, then still come to my live streams. All right, bye.